Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're on one of those what has Mr. Paul got to do to keep that beautiful smile on the face of the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochen Gracivia Lubooffffff. Well, we're on the way to the workshop, the body shop and the mechanic shops. Behind me is my brother, the #1 Gumbaru, and he is in a Subaru VX, I think it's called. It's not a bad car, but the reviews say it's not a very good car. I've never driven one, so we're going to ask him afterwards what he thinks of it. Anyway, we're on the way. Let's show you the route. We've got another, well, unbelievably busy day. We've got about 15 cars in the body shop and 4 or 5 in the mechanic shop. So unbelievably busy. I apologise for the noise from the suspension because we're travelling quite quickly. We're not on the bypass, so there's no Gumbarus around and there's not enough hours in a day. So we are rapidly approaching the body shop. In fact, there's one of our Gumbarus there. He's just left, and as we know, he's got a H on the back of his car. So that means he'll be doing all right. Anyway, here we go. We are approaching the body shop. This time we'll go in a different route. We'll go up this way, just to show you that the road on this side is even worse. But hey, there you go. We're almost there. Let's jump out and have a look at what's going on today, because there's a few people wondering what's going on with their cars, as usual, because we've got too much work and not enough time, which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. Let's go and see what he's got to say. There it is. Quite a nice car, to be honest, but we'll see what #1 Gumbaru has to say about it. Turn that off because YouTube doesn't like it. Switch it off. Right. What do you think of it?
It's not the only one that's no one likes it either.
What do you think of it?
What?
What do you think of it? Not a bad car. There we go. See? The reviews say it's not a very good car, but I don't think it's a bad car. Subaru VX, and to be honest, you got one of those in the back of your car, I don't think you're doing too bad. It's quite a good looking car. So, the gentleman has owned a series of Subarus, if that's how you say it, and he really likes them, and he believes they're unbelievably reliable. He's owned about 8, I think he told me, and he's never been let down. So, but what's happened to that one is that thing up there has cooked the top of his rear roof spoiler, and he doesn't like it. Anyway, there he is. Smile. He looks sad. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Hello. Hi. There he is. Always got a smile on his face, isn't he? Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Nothing wrong with that car, that's for sure. Now, rampant rabbits over there. Let's go and have a look in here and see what they're doing. He's on his mobile phone, probably to his wife. Let's go and have a look. Let's see what's going on. Now, what's that off? That looks to me, that's off some kind of Nissan. Anyway, here's that little hire car I was showing you yesterday, as you can see. Look at that. The bumper was all knackered. That's now good. And Ibrahim has been a little bit over optimistic with the lacquer, so he's got to run. He's going to have to sand it off. Never mind. Ooh, that's cracking on, isn't it? To show you this one we picked up today. See, as you can see, it's got very good air conditioning. The lady, we're not laughing at her, she looked out the back and there was nothing, and then she looked out the back and there was a tree in the back of her car. That's what she said to me. Anyway, she's damaged the bumper, which we're fixing. We're going to get a new door, obviously, because there's not much point in fixing that if you've got a big hole in the back, that's for sure. Anyway, Mr. James, if you're watching, not a lot has changed, but there we go. Let's get in there and have a look what's going on. Let's just check. Yeah. Oh, ooh, ooh! Switch that music off. Excellent. See, he's understanding. YouTube doesn't like the fucking. Sorry for swearing. Doesn't like the music. Look at that. That's going to get painted. All that's going to get painted. All that's going to get painted, and we're going to blend into there. We're going to blend there. We're going to paint that one. We're going to paint all that. Kelly Spera.
Hello, Canziola.
Greatest car bodywork man in the world. The problem is he likes to listen to a bit of mushy music, which we don't mind, but it's not good when I come in with the camera. Anyway, YouTube won't mind today. And all the front's going to be done. Now that
Yes.
is a pain in the ass. But there we go. He's going to mask it up, and then he is the greatest paint sprayer in the world. He's going to paint it.
Mastro Beethoven.
He's good.
Music.
He's the
Opera.
best. Yes, opera. He's playing opera. That's Mr. Gamma Jubber. Let's go and have a look and see the Salamole comes next door. Or the Shishki boys, as I call them. They like a bit of shishka. And they like a bit of suvla, which is barbecue. Let's go and have a look. That will be his wife again. As I was saying in the video the other day, if you've got one of them on the back, you'll be doing all right. That was the greatest dog in the world, Jason the Irish Setter. And I'll remember him till the day I die. He was a fantastic dog. Hold on, where's he gone now? Look at that. Very strange. Because as you've come to understand, normally sitting in those chairs is somebody smoking a shishka pipe. But there's no shishka pipe. So that means they've gone somewhere else to smoke the shishka pipe. Anyway, I know I'm boring you. Look at that. That is the rampant rabbit. It's in a bit of a mess, but never mind. Let's hope the engine is not. Let's have a look. What does that say? Oh. Well, that's not too bad actually. That says €35. But the problem is that's not a bill for this car, because that is a lot more than €35. That's for sure. That's going to be a couple of €100. Hold on a minute. We've just been told that that little blue Suzuki we brought in yesterday is ready to go. So let's go and have a look and show you. There's that Jaguar again. Look at that. That belongs to an English gentleman. We've done quite a lot of paintwork on this over the years, because he does like this car. He really, really does like it, and he does look after it. But, and I like Jaguars, by the way. If you've got one of them on the back of your car, normally it means trouble, and that's what he gets with that car. Let's have a look at the front. Mr. Cooper hopefully will be very happy, because as I showed you yesterday, there was damage down there. Now it's gone. Wants a wash. This is where we've been arguing over money, obviously. So we'll give it a wash, and then we will return it to Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper will cross our palms with some silver or some gold, and he'll be happy, and of course we'll be happy. Oh, he's got the seat back in the car. Always useful when you want to go for a drive. Although in Cyprus you do see some strange things, and often people driving around with no seats. Now, Mr. Hoon. Look at that. It did have big problems, now it doesn't. All we've got to do is polish this little bit up here, and then Mr. Hoon will be a very happy man. Now, if anyone's out there, and if anyone has got one of these, it's one of my cars, and if you've got one of those, drop it in the comments and send it to me, because I can't get one anywhere. Now, obviously I know there's a lot of these driving around in the world. I could go and steal one, but I'm not going to. They don't work like that. Now, in another video, you may have remembered that I told Mr. Pedar to set that thing on fire, because his father doesn't seem to care about it. He really, really doesn't seem to care about it very much. Every time I look at it, it's got more damage. Anyway, that's another story. Back to this one. The damage is on the roof spoiler, and this is a problem in Cyprus. If you can just pick it up, quite minor, But what happens is the sun cooks the lacquer, and on the plastic parts, which is what that is, the lacquer goes much faster. Same on that plastic part there. So that man doesn't like that, so that man is going to pay us to put it right, and we are. Mr. Hassan over there is waiting to ask me for something, and we all know what it is. It begins with an M and it ends in a Y. So I'll go and see what Gumbaro number 1 is doing, and then, as they say in American English, we'll say it's a wrap, because this area around here costs me a lot of money. It always does, and it always has. Anyway, if you remember, I think yesterday's video, I showed you this. When the gentleman brought it to us, the bumper was in several pieces. Now, as you can see, the bumper is in one piece. So now he can take it back to the hire car company, and they're not going to charge him 1,200 euros, but I'm going to charge him about 500. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for some more of our madness in the next video. Miss Lubooffffff will be back, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Bye bye.